been a lot of chatter and talk of late, especially in the last 1 year, though we've been talking about index funds for a very, very long time. But I think in the last year, there seems to be an increasing amount of coverage in the media around index funds, the desire of investors to consider index funds versus the active funds as we call them. And I'd like you to explain all these concepts to our viewers as well. So can you first tell us what is an index fund? What does it bring to the table?
Yeah, so an index fund is basically all the securities on a particular index. So you could have the Sensex, 30 shares, Nifty 50 shares, the banking index, the auto index. So an index fund basically replicates the constituents of the index, and it goes up and down as per the movement of all the companies which are a part of that index. The advantage of an index fund is that if somebody takes a very long-term view, there is a process of natural selection as per the Darwinian theory of evolution, that any company which is not performing gets knocked off the index. So on the other side, while there is a process of natural selection, we weeds out the inefficient. If that entire industry is going into a secular decline, for example, you could be holding an index in a retail index fund in the US. Now, the whole thing is in decline. So it's not...
Or like we saw with technology, for example, or banking, for example.
Correct. So it's not a panacea, if I may use the word, but it just makes it easier if you do not understand something to put money into an index fund, especially on the Sensex or the Nifty in the Indian context, that if you're a 20, 30, 40-year investor and a country is going to prosper, then an index fund will naturally go along. So that's better than having bought a lot of real estate. Let me.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.